Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a good day today. Um, had a carbon copy of yesterday, one trade and one loss. Just never could get the pulse of the market. Just didn't. My timing was just off, just like it was yesterday. But the market will come back to me. I'm not going to change anything. Maybe I'll look at how I enter trades, but as far as the setup and all of that, I'm not really going to change anything. And what we're looking at the SPY, and I was actually anticipating this summer to pretty much trade like last summer. This right here, this is last summer. And you can see it kind of traded neatly in this range here. And that's kind of how we started this summer, trading in this range. And then Brexit hit. This is Brexit right here. And then we had that recovery, and now we're pushing to, new highs on the SPY. And this should be giving us some awesome opportunities, and it is. I'm just not finding enough of them. I'm finding some, but I'm not finding enough. Not as much as I should. But not really sure, what I'm doing. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough after I make a trade or whatever. I don't really know. But there should be a lot better opportunities, out there than what I'm getting. And I'm picking the right stocks. I'm in the right stocks. Now I'm just a little bit out of sync with my timing. But I'm not holding it to see if it comes back. So that's good. I mean, I am stopping out when I'm supposed to. And even though this thing would have come back and given me the move I wanted, I don't want to get into that habit, because when the market gets a little weaker, then things aren't going to turn around and they'll probably continue to go south. But, you know, I, I'm pretty happy with the way I'm trading. I'm just not, really finding the good plays. I'm picking the wrong stocks, when I choose between one or the other. And, I guess everybody kind of goes through that at some point or another. All right, let's see. Yesterday, I traded A AVT. This was a bottom reversal. The morning was just crap. Really didn't see anything and didn't find anything that morning. So this hit our reversal scan. And so I just sat back and waited for it to set up. And this 38.65 level, it looked like it was basing off of here. It held up here. This candle, it pushed back up, tried to push through this 38.83, then pulled back, and we lost this level. So I'm looking for this to base back off of this, or maybe off of this, so I could get long for the reversal. And it we lost this level, but then we reclaimed it here again. So I'm thinking, this is gonna push up. I'm looking for the 9. Any later, this thing's gonna close in, and we're not gonna get the move, that I want out of it, or potentially not get the move I wanted. So I ended up getting long here. I didn't wait for this candle to close. I looked at the 2-minute chart, got a candle making a new high on the 2-minute. So I jumped in. And sure enough, the next candle opened. It opened weak and it flushed. And so I got stopped out here. Should have picked it up off this level. But I just didn't. This was 30 cents. This would have been good enough for me, based on the way things have been going. I would have taken 30 cents. But I didn't take this trade, and turned around and reversed, made it all the way up to the 20. So this would have been a pretty decent, trade here for me. And this was a move I was looking for over here. So I rushed it a little bit, but I still would take the same setup. I didn't wait for the 5-minute candle to settle. I watched the 2-minute, got in. And that's why sometimes if you're watching the 2-minute or the 1-minute later in the day, it'll get you in a trade that a little bit too early. That it just happens sometimes. So that was AVT yesterday. Wasn't a big loss, but like I said, I stuck to my stops and minimize the damage. Let's see, today I traded Sage. Now I had Sage and STX, I believe. I can't remember the other ticker, but the other ticker had a nice 5-minute open range breakout. I picked this one because I thought I had more room to the downside. I was looking for this thing to flush to hit 45.71 first, and then flush down to 45. And I figured we lose 45, we're coming on down. I honestly thought this was going to fade enough to meet the 200. That was probably what made me take this over the other trade. But you can see I got short here. Let me blow this up. I got short here on the second 5-minute candle because it looked like it was washing, and I felt I could get a move down to 45.71 first, cover that, cover some here, and look for the retest of VWAP and these moving averages here, for another fade back down. Well, they turned this around and bought it back up on me. And then, then it failed and came right down to kind of where I wanted it to. So again, I was a little bit off on my timing. I mean, I did wait for this first 5-minute candle to come in, and I anticipated based on what I saw in level 2 and the price action. But like we always say, they can fool you in level 2. You can watch, you can't really give it too much attention because just a quick glance at it and not actually watching it and watching time and sales can give you a false sense of security, and next thing you know, you're out. So that was my 2 days today. Well, Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully Wednesday is going to bring a better day, and I'll be looking for that. So have a good evening, good night, and I'll see everybody tomorrow in chat.